All right, everyone, welcome and thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Andrea Vaughn. I am my husband, Brandon, here. He is bartender Brandon tonight. So we are coming to you from our kitchen. Welcome to our kitchen in San Antonio, Texas. And we have a really fun event planned for you all. I have been a certified health coach for a number of years, as well as a wellness educator with the Juice Plus company for over 18 years. And if you're familiar with Juice Plus at all, our mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. And so we love to find fun ways to do just that, to equip and empower people to make healthier choices. For instance, last week, I just hosted a smoothie bowl event. And actually Wednesday night, I have a protein ball workshop. So tonight we're coming to you online so we can be with you no matter where you're at. And we are going to be making mocktails. And I am super excited about this because mocktails are a normal thing in kind of our healthcare routine, wherever you are on the spectrum, if you will, with alcohol, whether you completely avoid it or enjoy it on the weekends or enjoy it more than that. We're not here to talk about that. But I think it's safe to say we all know alcohol isn't per se healthy for us, right? And so in that regard, on the flip side, like during the week especially, in fact, right here, you can see I've got my water. I go everywhere with water and I drink a ton of water, like a gallon a day. And I get really bored with plain water. So maybe you're on that side of the spectrum, if you will. And so what we thought we would do is just bring you a few of our favorite mocktail recipes to, again, take you a little bit closer to healthier living, but give you options. So whatever you're doing, like I know today is the first day of our Shred 10 program. That's a program Juice Plus really does to focus on 10 healthy habits. Once a month, we come together. And one of those habits is reducing or eliminating caffeine and alcohol. So we didn't plan this according to that, but perfect timing. So if anybody is shredding, here you go. We are ready, I think, to roll. So Brandon, again, will be our bartender and he will walk you through what he's doing. Yeah, we are like locked and loaded here. And I will sadly, we do not have fancy computer equipment, but I will literally bend my screen or he'll lift things up so you can kind of see what we're doing tonight. But we are sharing 3 different mocktail ideas with you tonight. The first one, well, I'll just tell you, we're going to share a do-it-yourself mocktail, Luminate as a mocktail, more on that, and then one particular recipe we have. And so we're going to start with what I call the DIY mocktail. And this is probably, honestly, well, I don't know anymore since Luminate came on the market. This may not be accurate, but this has been a standard for us. And when I say DIY or do-it-yourself, it's basically go to your refrigerator and see whatever fruit you have sitting in the refrigerator. So Brandon did just that and got equipped. So I'm going to let you take over, bartender Brandon, so and kind of mix it up.
Blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries is what we had. I mean, we have some other things that we'll use later as well, but that's what we're going to use for this drink. And then fresh mint leaves. So we're going to throw some of those into the
okay, wait a minute. Pause, because I got to tell you all this. I just learned this from him a while back. We're going to do that later. Okay, there's a really cool mint thing you're going to learn tonight.
Then I'm going to put some fresh lime into it as well. Okay. And then a bartender always needs a muddle. So we're going to muddle those items to let those flavors combine. Plus, it's going to mash up the fruit, and it's going to be a nice snack for you later on. And you'll see what we're talking about there.
Yeah, you got to show them this when it's all muddled. It's really pretty.
I'm gonna pour it. I'm gonna do it a little differently since we're on video, to where you can see what this turns into. Normally, I would probably go ahead and do the soda into that, but I'm gonna do it this way so you can kind of see what I just came up with.
Okay.
It's almost almost a slurry.
It's like a sludge.
Okay, but it's fresh fruit. And
I don't know how this.
Then we're gonna
turn the camera a little bit.
And then we're gonna take some soda or seltzer water. Our favorites from H-E-B locally here. It's 1877 regular flavor. And then we're going to mix that in there. And since I did it backwards for the video, I'm going to pour it back in here just so it'll all mix.
That's a total bartender move I've seen too before. And I'm going to have red juice on my green shirt, but hey, that's okay.
And so now you have a very nice soda water fruit drink.
Okay.
That you can enjoy.
I get to sample. We're going to have a lot of drinks tonight. I'm just telling you, lots of mocktail options here. Okay. Yum. That's really good. See, and DIY, like go to the fridge
And as
and find
you
whatever you
as you
have.
drink it down, you're actually going to have the fruit's going to settle at the bottom, and you're going to be able to eat it with a spoon. So it's
Okay,
kind of
and
like dessert.
that's actually what I was going to talk about is one of my favorite things. We do this one a lot. You've probably seen me post it if you follow me on social media at all, because I love it when we mix this up. But it does, you'll have the pieces of the berry toward the bottom of the glass. And I love to just take that spoon and kind of eat them at the end. And one of the reasons I think this is such an awesome drink is because, especially, what do you use in here? I didn't see all the berries you put in.
Blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries.
So it was blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, and then a
little bit of lime
and
mint.
mint, and that was it.
Mhm.
And just plain sparkling water. So when you're talking about blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, obviously we're talking all berries in this situation because we always have them in the fridge. But you're also talking about powerful antioxidants. Like some of the best antioxidants you can get in your body come from berries, and it's a lot of the rich dark colors and stuff. But berries in particular help with circulatory health, help with memory health. Do you know anybody struggling with memory issues? And help with heart health. You thought my memory was going there for a second, but nope, I drink my berries. And so this is, I don't know, we do this not quite once a week, every other week or so, if you will. Yeah. And that's a really great point as we're going into the heat is anything like this. All of these mocktails are great summer options. Now, if you don't have all those berries on a regular basis, I have to say, because this has been my favorite thing, my favorite Juice Plus blend. We have 3 blends and this is a berry blend. So this is literally, gosh, what's in here? Raspberry, bilberry, cocoa, blueberry, Concord grape, pomegranate, blackberry, cranberry, artichoke, blackcurrant, elderberry, and acerola cherries. So that is what Juice Plus is all about, is getting a lot of plants into the diet. They also have fruit and vegetable blends. You can definitely reach out to the person who invited you tonight if you want to learn more about that. But what I do love about their product line and why I've been affiliated with the company for 18 years now is this research. I like proof that things work. So this is a phenomenal resource. You can get a digital link to it if you want to know, but going back to that heart health, immune function, and so many other things. Go ahead. Sorry, but this is live. So the dog needs out. The bell just rang. The bartender will resume in just a moment. And so anyway, on that note, Juice Plus has a very small product line, all focused on plant-based. So we're going to move into our second one, which is probably, I would say, where'd my drink go? Like, did you took it away from me? Oh, he took it away from me already. So while I love this is like the bomb. I cannot say enough things about Luminate. This is the latest product from Juice Plus. Those capsules I showed you, my gosh, they've been around 34 years now, I believe, but this stuff. So if you are not familiar with Juice Plus Luminate, I have to tell you, best description is a mental productivity drink, if you will. And so we like to do this a couple different ways. So go ahead and show, well, oh, you rip it.
Rip it.
I love this. The little slogan, you got to have fun with this. Tip it.
And so the bottle of water.
Yep. This is like the easiest go-to. It's always in my purse. So
this is what I do when I travel too. When I'm on the road, just take it with me.
He's heading out tomorrow and he's always grabbing the Luminate, putting it in his suitcase. Yep. So that's the easiest. I mean, that's like mocktail in what? 2.5 seconds or something crazy. So that is the easiest way on the go to drink Luminate. Now, just touching on it, because we're going to show you another one of our favorite ways to consume it. What Luminate is 7 plant ingredients, and they're listed here. Like, I'm going to just for the fun of it to see if I can pronounce them because they're really cool. I'm going to say them. So there's coffee berry, which is actually a natural caffeine source. So I do want to say this. Yes, there are about 80 milligrams of caffeine, about the it equates to about a cup of coffee. But I will tell you, where I could never drink coffee or tea, say after 1 or 2, I drink this at 4 or 5 o'clock. It does not have the effect that I believe it's because it's the whole coffee berry, if you will. It's fruit. Yeah, it's the actual fruit. Yeah. So coffee berry. Oh, this is going to be fun, y'all. I'm going to butcher these. Ashwagandha root, cordyceps mushrooms, along with lion's mane, sage leaf, rhodiola root, and Alpinia gallinga root. And so go look them all up if you want, but here's the things to know. These are nootropics, which help with brain functioning, and adaptogens which help with mental mood, if you will. So I actually was with a friend this afternoon. She wanted to be on here tonight. I don't know if she's been able to hop on yet. But I gave her a couple samples of this just about 2 weeks ago. She swung by the house and she was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe the way I felt after drinking that. So I had to go buy it for myself because I just thought, okay, I was just wanting something really good to happen. She's gone through her first box already, and she says that she literally has never felt such clarity. So mental energy, clarity, focus, that is what Luminate is about. And if you have not tried it, I highly, highly recommend you reach out to the person who invited you, and you can get a 15-pack sample box very easily delivered and enjoy it and experience it yourself. But we've had it this way most often because it's the simplest, right? But we have another way that's probably our favorite when we're getting a little bit more adventurous. So what are we going to do here?
We're going to use soda water. You can use a flavored if you want. This is just a plain, but with the carbonation, you have to be careful because if you fill up the glass with carbonated water and you dump this in, you're going to end up with a volcano.
That could be a science thing.
That could be a science project,
right? Use Luminate and make the volcano.
Casey Kennedy, you can have your science projects right here. There we go. So what I would recommend is putting the Luminate into the glass or your container first, and then slowly put in.
Yeah, you'll see it gets
slowly
very
put in
volcano-like.
a little of the soda water, and then we have a little handy dandy mixer here that I'll stir it with just to get it all mixed up so there's no sediment at the bottom. But be careful with that. Don't fill the glass all the way.
Yeah, and I have to give a little plug. I mean, I got this thing on Amazon. I think they're anywhere super cheap, but I love this thing. So when I'm doing Luminate at home, I'm obviously not using a water bottle. I just use this in a glass. So what are we doing
But see,
here?
look at the difference in the way they look. One is just very frothy, and one is almost, just regular water. So this one is excellent. Also, poured over ice, and it's got a great flavor.
Yeah, this is my favorite way to drink Luminate.
And I think you'll sip it a lot longer versus just
Yeah,
the other one you'll probably chug after a workout or something like that.
I will say, if I have, ooh, pretty, you could put a sprig of mint in that too. That would look pretty, right?
Yeah.
My probably biggest challenge with Luminate, is I want more. I literally stress out when I'm drinking it during the day. Like the glass is going down and it's going down further and it's going to run out soon. So it is that good. Trust me, you've got to get some. And one other way that you can make it, and here in Texas where we are, it's not on the top of our list right now, maybe in the winter, but it's delicious hot too, like a hot tea.
Yeah.
That sage flavor really comes through. So we have experimented with it this way. And again, it comes in these little packets, and you can reach out to the person who shared this with you and they can get you equipped on that. So we have one more, pretty short and sweet tonight. But so I mentioned earlier that he's on the move already. So let's look at you guys on what you're doing here. I know
Our favorite grapefruit is Texas Ruby Red grapefruit. So if you're not in Texas, look that up, see if you can get it locally. But it's very sweet. It still has the tang, but it's very sweet.
Okay, so let me tell you where this recipe is coming from, because I mentioned that the mission of the Juice Plus company is to inspire healthy living around the world. And so while we know like these capsules and such are game changers in terms of how people can live a healthier life, totally focused on prevention, bridging that gap, we also want to equip again and empower. That's why we're here tonight. And that's why we have things like this. So we create a lot of resources as a company, and we've got a lot of really wonderful plant-focused, plant-forward recipe books. We've got, air fryer books. We've got one for kids snack. And this is, hopefully it comes, yep, it's not backwards, our healthy mocktail recipe book. So we just grabbed ours last night and we flipped through it. And I kind of thought, well, what one do I want to drink tonight when we sit down and watch a show after this? So we picked the pink grapefruit mojito. And so that is what Brandon is going to whip together. So tell him, you want me to go through the ingredients? Or you go for it?
No, go ahead.
He never measures, y'all. He's the cook.
Well,
If you know me, he never measures.
I've got a tablespoon right here.
Wow, I'm telling you, that like never happens. It drives me crazy because he can literally guess, oh no, that's a quarter cup. And it is exactly a quarter cup. So 1/4, I'm going to trust him on this, 1/4 pink grapefruit, Texas Ruby Red, cut into small chunks, seeds removed, first ingredient. Second one says 2 tablespoons of honey. I told him, because I don't like my drink sweet, we're gonna take that down to 1 tablespoon. My thought process is you can always add more if you need to, but you can't take it away. And so we'll put 1 tablespoon of honey in there. Okay, next, are you ready for this? Like, do you have enough? I don't know.
Yeah.
12 fresh mint leaves torn, and wait till you learn.
Okay,
I've never heard this,
so
y'all. This is crazy.
Basil, any fresh herb that you buy, when you buy it on the leaf like, or the stem like this, it's in the produce section. You can smell it when
Oh,
you pull it
smells
out.
good.
But if you take it in your hand and you slap it,
See, I never knew this. This is why I
now
don't go in the
smell
kitchen.
it.
Who knows? Okay,
I'm
I gotta
telling
see
you,
raise of
it-
hands.
it's-
Just about slapping.
Emmy did.
I saw a meme comment.
So
Yeah.
it's a dramatic difference.
Oh, the smell that just happened when he slapped it. But when I went to make a drink one night, I'm not kidding you, y'all. He's like, well, did you slap the mint? And I'm like, what are you talking about? So yes, you slapped the mint.
I slapped the mint.
How much mint was that?
12 leaves.
That was, you had 12 leaves there.
12 leaves there.
Okay, so 12 leaves torn, and then where's my drink here? My favorite, my go-to. I'm getting squirted with all sorts of stuff from the Mudline. This calls for grapefruit sparkling water. This is my favorite. I know we've got Waterloo, we've got lots of different brands out there. I love Spindrift, and so this is, if nothing else, I even travel with this. Like, it goes with me. Babysat my grandson the other night, and I took my Spindrift with me. So you've got your Spindrift or your grapefruit sparkling water, and then really just ice cubes.
Ice
right?
cubes, yep.
And that's it. And that looks to me like, oh, wow. Y'all, I wish you could, okay, look, can you see, zoom in on the picture? Now look at his drink. He did pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, so.
And just saying there's none left, that was pretty good pour.
See what I'm telling you? He just eyeballs it. It drives me crazy. So anyway, so those are just a few ideas we have for you tonight. Didn't want to take a lot of time with this, but wanted to equip and empower you. Because again, whether you are jumping in on our June Shred 10, or you're just looking for alternatives to reduce your alcohol intake, or you drink so much water that you feel like you're floating in water, which I do at times, and I just want a different flavor. These are just some ideas, and you can definitely, again, reach out to the person who shared this event with you tonight. If you want this recipe book, they can send it to you in an e-form. They can send you a link if you want to get some Luminate. It's so good. And anything else you would say about it? Which would be your favorite?
We got 4 drinks to go drink.
We do. We're going to be floating tonight. There's going to be a, it's going to be a restless evening, I will say. So, all right, y'all, that's it then. I hope you had fun. We'll get to the comments, and if we need to get back to anybody, we will. But I would just say get illuminated and make yourself a mocktail and enjoy the summer. It's going to be a lot more refreshing when you can cool off with a delicious and nutritious drink. Have a good night.
Thank you.